right, on 3. So 1, 2, 3. Start with 75. 76, 76,
77, 78, 79,
80, 81,
82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89,
90, 91,
92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99,
100, 100 and
102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109,
110,
111,
112,
100.
We're still counting.
123,
124.
125.
That's it. That was it. 125. Good. Thank you. Okay, so 125. All right, so we also learned how to count by tens. So let's go ahead and practice counting by tens to 100. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. 10, 20,
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Awesome. So 10 all the way to 100. All right, let's go over a couple of math facts that we've been learning so far. Some addition facts. We learned doubles facts, +1 and +0, and also subtracting 1. Okay, so 2 plus 0 equals 2.
0, 0, 0.
Nope. 2 plus 0 equals 2, 2, 2. Ready? 0 plus 5 equals 5, 5, 5. 9 plus 8 equals 9, 9.
3 plus 0 equals 3, 3, 3. 1 plus 3
equals 4, 4, 4. 3 plus 3 equals 6, 6, 6. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2, 2. 1
plus 9
equals
10, 10, 10.
2
Plus 2 equals 4, 4, 4.
8 plus 8 equals
16,
16, 16, 16. 0 plus 7 equals 7. 6 plus 1 equals 7. 9 plus 9 equals 4 plus 4 equals good. 3 plus 1 equals 5 plus 5 equals 10. 6 plus 6 equals 12.
12.
And 9 plus 1 equals 10.
10.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. All right. Good job. Okay. All right. So, could you get a loose leaf paper if you don't have one already? Just remember, we should have those things every day, only because we do it every day.
I got it.
Uh-huh.
I got it.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, is everybody ready? Yeah? Come on, I'm about to do this and then I'm gonna read your story.
Okay, I got the 800.
All right, so if you could go ahead and create me a some more story problem.
In words.
In words, yes, in words. I'll give you about 3 to 5 minutes to do that.
Miss Flugence.
Yes?
I forgot how to write H like a H, just a regular H, not a big H. It's a regular one.
Capital, or this is a little H.
Okay, yeah, that one. She wants me to write my own more, some more. I have
What do we have to get? So you don't have to get the whole connection to right. So you're gonna put Bible and Bible scripture. Then probably the right and then you're gonna put map and then put page 46. And then on that you're gonna put page 9192. Read your page. Right here. On rest. Put your book down. when copy and paste numbers that we need to print out.
Hasbro. Huh? Okay.
Anyone ready? Not yet?
Ma'am,
Okay, go ahead, read.
I had 10 apples, and I had one more apple.
Mhm.
10 plus 1 equals 11.
Good. She had 10 apples, then she had one more. 10 plus 1 is 11. Good. Anybody else ready? Okay, go for it.
Donna has 6 crayons, and Miss Rosen got 2 more.
Okay, good. He has 6, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is it my turn?
Yes, you ready?
Tom and John Green have a lot of toys. Then Mom gave them two toys. Yes. I wrote the word in it.
Okay, good. Okay, anybody else is ready? Dennis, Joshua, Avaya, okay? Go ahead, Avaya.
My sentence says I have 2 balls and I have 3 more. How many do I have? Question mark.
Okay.
2 plus 3 equals 5.
Okay, awesome. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Good. Okay, anybody else is ready? Not yet? Okay, I'll give another minute. I want to hear. Okay, are we ready, Dennis and Joshua? Because I have to move on to the next part of the lesson. No? Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe tomorrow we'll work on it some more. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of board work and we'll learn some new coins on today.
What is board work?
Work on the board. Okay. Let's see how this
Are there
looks.
any new coins?
Mhm. Spelling. You can get your list. Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
There was a club.
All right, so let's go ahead and review these pennies up here. Let's go ahead and count them and write how much they are. Would anyone like to count them for us? Go ahead. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How much money?
8 cents.
8 cents. Good. Let's go over some facts. So I have 3 minus 1. What is 3 minus? Remember, minus means we are taking away. We are losing. So I have 3 and I lost 1. How many will I end up with? 3 minus 1.
You have
I have 3 and I take away 1. How many do I have left?
2.
2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Next, I have 5 plus 0. Anybody? 5 plus 0.
5.
5. Next, 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6. Dennis, 6 plus 6. I know. That's not your jacket right there?
12. 18. 18.
Dennis, 6 plus 6?
12.
12. Good. Next, 8 minus 1. Joshua, 8 minus 1. I have 8 and I'm losing 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 minus 1. So I have 8. I'm taking away 1. How many would I have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Count again. Count again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So you have
7,
8. You have 8 and you're losing 1. So take 1 away. How many would you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
7. Yes. Okay. 2 plus 1. Avaya, 2 plus 1. You're on mute. 2 plus 1.
Mute. Okay. 2 plus 1 is 3.
3. And then 9 plus 9.
9 plus 9.
Wait, I'm asking someone in person. Faith?
9 plus 9 is 18.
Awesome. 18. Okay, so just remember to practice and practice and practice your facts. Okay, so today we're moving on to our next coin. So we've learned pennies, which are worth 1 cent. Today we are learning dimes. Does anyone know how much a dime is worth? How much money? So if I say I have a dime, how much money is that? What do I count by when I have dimes? 10. Okay? Did everyone know that?
Yes, ma'am.
So a dime is worth 10 cents. So what that means is whenever I count with dimes, I count by tens, which we learned already how to count by tens. And that's why we learned how to count by tens, because we were learning dimes. So this is what a dime looks like here, okay? So cool things about the dime is that it's actually the smallest coin. So that's why it's usually easy to identify a dime, because it's smaller than all the rest of the coins. Usually the coins are, all of the coins are bigger than dimes. So we talked about the penny, how it's brown, and how Abraham Lincoln is facing the opposite way. That's how we identify a penny. But with the dime, it's the smallest coin. That's how we know it's a dime. Okay, so the song says Lincoln, penny, Roosevelt, dime, and then we'll learn the last part when we move on to the next coin. So Lincoln, penny, because Abraham Lincoln is on the penny, and Roosevelt, dime, because Theodore Roosevelt, who was the president, is on the dime. That's who this man is, Theodore Roosevelt. He is on the dime. A dime is worth a total of 10 cents, so that means we count by tens when we have dimes. This is the front of the dime here. This is the front of the dime here. And this is the back of the dime. Now remember, I told you, just like the penny, sometimes the coin may be facing the back, but it will always have what coin it is. And look, it says here, 1 dime. So if it's to the back, you should say, I don't know which coin it is. No, because it's going to tell you which coin it is, and it says 1 dime right here. So that means that it's 10 cents. So of course, when we have dimes, we count by tens, right? So let me put some dimes up here. I'm gonna draw some up here, okay? So I have 1. Okay, so look, I'm putting a 10 inside of it because we count by tens. How much money would these 4 dimes be? Don't say it out loud. Please don't say it out loud. How much money would these 4 dimes be? We have to count by tens with each one. Dennis, could you count it for us and tell us the answer? So count it for us.
10, 20, 30, 40.
Good. So how much money? How much money, Dennis?
40 cents.
Thank you. 40 cents. Good. Okay, let's do another one. I'm gonna draw the dimes. Count by tens. Okay, look at it. So these are all dimes. We count by tens. Joshua, could you count this one for us?
Okay.
All right.
10, 20, 30,
Wait,
40.
hold on. Wait. I gotta go with you. So 10,
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, no,
yeah, you're right. 70.
80.
Good. How much money?
80 cents.
Cents. Good. 80 cents. Okay. 80 cents. All right. Let me do another one. Count. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put the 10. Without saying the answer out loud. Okay, let's speak plus 10, so you have a total of 20 words as usual. Okay. All right, so number 1, so we can go through it. Number 1, talking.
Talking. T-A-L-K-I.
2, no. How much money is this one here? 3, sign.
S-I-G. 50.
50 what?
50 cents.
Good, 50 cents. Awesome. So this is how we count dimes. We count them by tens. So I mean, it's not hard. You know, it's just like pennies, but a penny is worth 1 cent. The only part that may get hard is to know which coin is which. Okay, but right now, because we're learning dimes, your book will have dimes, and also in the instructions, it will tell you which coin it is. Okay, so these are dimes. A dime is worth 10 cents, and we count by tens whenever we have a dime, okay? How does that sound? And we'll practice all week long with dimes, counting by tens with dimes, okay? All right, let's go ahead and move on to writing. You'll need your writing book, your letters book, your cursive letters book. Today we're on letter G. Like that.
The letter.
Oh, that's right. That's the wrong one. What? Yes. Letter. Yeah, we did. Oh, we just. So G is on the back. Maybe not. Let me see. G is on page 27.
27.
Page 27.
I'm on 27. Yep, already did G. I need my cursive letter book. Yep, I already did G.
On page 27. I don't know if that's what you had asked, Dennis. Page 27. Yeah, so we'll just go over the all right, so letter G. So letter G, we're learning lowercase g today. Tomorrow's capital. But anyway, lowercase g hangs off of the line, as you can see right here, right there. Okay, it hangs off of the line just like when we did F on last week. All right. So we'll go ahead and do like we normally do, where I do it up here and then you'll practice line 1. Okay, so letter G starts on the middle dotted line. Okay, so it will start on the dotted line right here. So first thing you do is you're going to curve around. You close it. Then you go back down the same line. You come this way, you loop to the front, and you finish it. I couldn't do it because I didn't want to write over this. Okay, so again, start on the middle line, you curve around, close it. It's like you're kind of making an A a little bit, but then instead of making the A, you come off the line, loop to the front, and close it. And that's your letter G. Again, you're gonna curve around, close it, come back down the line, loop to the front, towards the front, and then close it. Letter G. One more. G. And loop, close. Okay, can we try line 1? All right, go ahead and do line 1 and just show me on the screen whenever you're done. Nope, you start right here. You start right here, you go around. I gotta see you.
I'm about to run real quick to get some drinks for her.
Okay, and we still can go to Dave.
Excuse me, Miss Flugins. Excuse me. I got 2 knives. These are the best ones. But this one, but these are the 2 best. Excuse me.
Okay, line 1, let's see.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I did lowercase g and capital G, and 2 capital G are boondoggle.
They're
And
what?
then 2 G's are pretty good. See?
Okay. Okay, nice. They look great. Yes, awesome.
2 of them.
Dennis, yes, looks good. Awesome. It's not. Okay, awesome. So that is letter G. So you'll be able to finish this page after our Zoom is complete. You can work on finishing the page. If you have it, tomorrow will be capital letter G. Okay. All right, awesome. So that's cursive letter G. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our sentence writing. Okay. So you'll need a piece of paper if you don't have one already. You could probably go to the back or the bottom. Either one is fine. You did the G, you saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, I had seen. Yeah, it was good. Are you saying the whole page?
It's the first part. What are we doing?
All right. Okay, so this week in writing, we are learning how to write a sentence that has a city and a state inside of it. So we are familiar with what a city is and what a state is, right? We should be, right? We all have a city that we live in, and our city is inside of a state. So for example, us, like me and the students here in class, we are in what's called Lafayette, Louisiana. So Lafayette is our city, and Louisiana is our state. Okay? Lafayette is a city, Louisiana is a state. Everybody has a city and a state that they are inside of. You have your city name, and then your city is inside of your state. This week in writing, we are going to practice writing sentences with a city and a state. Now, the thing about writing with a city and a state, I believe that we've learned this in nouns, is that they're proper nouns, right? So we capitalize them, which we know that already. But sometimes the city and the state are written together. Now, when they're written together like this, there is something else that you have to do when writing them down. Okay? Could you put your pencils down, please, and pay attention? Yes, you are. Thank you. So I will use figures for that. Okay? So this is Lafayette, Louisiana. So I just said that we have to capitalize it. So I'm gonna capitalize the L in Lafayette City, L in Louisiana State. Now, to separate the two, the city and the state, I put what's called a comma between them. See that? This is called a comma. It's like a period, but it has a tail. Okay, so we know a period is a dot. Well, a comma is a line like this. So you could think of a comma as a period with a tail. That's what we can call it, but it's called a comma. Comma, C-O-M-M-A, a comma. Anytime you write a city and a state together in a sentence, anytime you write them together, you always put a comma between them to separate the two. So this is the city, that is the state. Let me show you here. So you'll put the name, that's when they're together. Now, when the city and the state are by themselves and they're separate, you don't need a comma. But when they are together, city and state together, you put this comma between them to separate them. This is what we'll be practicing for the next week or two, is how to write cities and states in sentences, but also how to place that comma between the two, okay? So let me give you a sentence. So I'm gonna teach you the names of some cities and states that you find here in America. Some of these cities and states you may have heard of, some of them you may not have, but we'll talk about some. So look at my first one. So I'm gonna do one. This one is called Houston, Texas. Has anyone heard of Houston, Texas before? No?
Yes.
Well, us here in Louisiana, Houston is 3 hours away from us. So that's right next door. So Houston, Texas is a city and a state. So we're gonna write these down, but not yet, because I want you to learn the names of some cities and states. I'll tell you some popular names. Okay? Houston, Texas. Houston is a city. Texas. Now I know we heard of Texas before.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we had to hear of Texas before. Yeah? Houston, Texas. Houston is the city. Texas is the state. Okay? Now, is it written down correctly? No, it is not. What's wrong with the way that I wrote Houston, Texas? What's wrong with it?
It doesn't have a comma.
It does not have a comma that's supposed to separate the city and state. And what else is wrong with Houston, Texas? What else is wrong with it?
It don't have a period.
Dennis, could you tell me what else is wrong with it?
Miss Flugent?
Dennis, could you tell me what else is wrong with Houston, Texas? These are proper nouns. So how should they be written down?
Have it on the front.
Yes, we need to capitalize the H and capitalize the T. So now Houston, Texas looks right. So on a paper, I want you to write this down just like this. So today we're not necessarily practicing sentences. We're practicing how to write this city and state correctly. So Houston, Texas, write it down. So on your test on Thursday, when you have to give me a sentence with your own city and state, you'll have some examples of one. I have more I'll give you, but no. I'm gonna need you to do this. Come on.
Come on, my 11.
Yes.
When I write them 6 times, it makes me skip 2 lines.
That's okay. I'll just get another picture of your space.
I have 3 papers. I have to write it.
Yes.
But I don't know how to.
Or then you do it in print.
Excuse me, Miss Flugent.
Yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Sure.
A comma. I forgot the comma.
Yes, don't forget your comma.
I forgot the comma. No. I
Don't
didn't.
forget your Greek and
Oh,
Latin.
no. Yeah, now I got it. A comma. Okay. I got my comma. But my thing is not like correct. I'll just write someone else.
Okay, are you writing it?
Uh,
are we ready for the next city and state? Not yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Now I need to do my. The conversation because Texas. It has a Texas. You might have it.
Rice is meals for special, rice is special.
You are mute. You are mute.
Okay, so this is the next one. Destin, Florida. I'm sure we've heard of Florida before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Destin, Florida. I'm trying to get that glare out of it. Okay. So is Destin, Florida written down correctly? Could someone tell me what's wrong with Destin, Florida? Okay, thank you, Dennis. What's wrong with it?
He needs a comma and capital letters.
Yes, so it needs a comma between the city Destin and the state Florida. It needs a capital D because it's a proper noun and a capital F because that's a proper noun of a state. Good, so write this one down. Destin, Florida.
Florida.
Okay. So we have that one. Okay, let's do one more for today. And we'll learn some more, but we'll do one more. Okay, here's the next one. Look at this one. Chicago, Illinois. So Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is the city. Illinois is the state that Chicago is inside of. This is not written correctly. How should this be written down the correct way? Go ahead, Faith, how? Comma between city and state, Chicago and Illinois. Capital C, and then what do I do with the I? Good. Capital C, capital I. Okay, so this is the last one. Write this one down. Tomorrow we'll practice sentences. Today I just wanted you to get used to writing cities and state with the comma. So write this one down.
The one with the section. We have to do why does the other side have the dot right there, but instead of C?
Okay, make sure you're writing these down and that you're focused.
How am I gonna write it? No, how am I gonna around? I'm gonna write the I. All right.
Okay, okay.
Very good. Time. Oh, I forgot to. This is 19. Six times. Look how I know it. Since I'm married. That 19. 2 weeks. Oh, yeah.
Okay, do we have Chicago, Illinois? Okay, so these are just 4 examples of some cities and states. So we have Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Destin, Florida, and Chicago, Illinois. So remember, a city and a state are proper nouns, so they have to be capitalized. You always capitalize the city and the name of the state, and you always place the comma between them whenever a city and a state is written together in a sentence. Now, if it's just a city and someone says, we went to Houston on Saturday, you wouldn't put a comma because it's only the city by itself. But whenever it's the city and the state together, you place that comma, okay? So that's practice today. I just wanted to go over this. So tomorrow we'll start practicing with actual sentences, with them inside of sentences, okay? All right. Moving on to, let's go ahead and get out your reading. Page 74. Page 74 in your reading. The fire.
Mama, 70 what, Miss Flugen?
74. What you said?
Why does this Latin word say bad, ugly?
Because that's what it means.
That's not
Nope, it's not.
students, can I read?
Yes, I'm making sure everyone gets their page. 74.
I'm done. Okay, fine.
Yeah, until
I have to do. Listen. 74. Okay, we're on 74. So. 3. Wait. Ask how much food have you done? You're not gonna know. There's food and time to finish.
okay.
Wait, too many words.
Yeah, did you do your Greek and Latin? Okay, 74.
20 words. I'm gonna keep going after
Mhm.
until I finish.
Okay, all right, the fire. Okay, Dennis, you can do the box at the top with SM, SC, and SK.
Gotta get a puzzle.
Oh no, if you have all done, you go to social studies and science.
It's social studies and science.
If you have all are done.
Nina social studies.
Oh, you're on mute, Dennis.
SM says in scat.
Okay, okay,
Says
wait, hold on, Dennis, I can't. Okay, you can go ahead.
Since that's in smile, SK says in scramble, SK in skip, SM says in smell, and SC says in skip, go, and SK says in mask.
Okay, awesome. All right, the fire. You can start us off, Dennis, on the story. I'll tell you where to stop. Yes.
Smith is 6. She likes to dress up like mom and play with Bess, a big doll.
Good, okay, you can stop there. Okay, so we're introduced to Sue Smith. How old is she?
6.
She's 6, and what does she like to do?
Dress up.
Play dress up with Beth, her doll. Okay, let's keep reading. Next part. So John with a J. Yes.
John smells it.
I had said, hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
John smells
Got that ITH.
Smith is 10. He likes to skip and jump and run. His bike. Dad has said
Go.
if you smell smoke, you must run to stay safe.
Okay, good. So John Smith is her brother, and listen, they both have the same last name, Sue Smith, John Smith. So they're brother and sister. So their dad told them that if they smell what? Smoke, what should they do?
Run.
To do what? Run to tell someone. Okay, and so John Smith is 10 also. Okay, let's look at 75. Anyone like to read on 75?
I didn't.
Well, come on, because you're asking. 75.
One day, Sue and John at by the smoke tree. The sky was in blue, but
Wait.
Sue and John sat by
You have it right.
the hole. The sky was blue, but then it became black.
Good. Okay, you can stop there. So one day, Sue and John are hanging out by the oak tree. What happened to the sky?
The sky turned black.
It was blue and then it turned.
Black.
So they were kind of like, uh-oh, what's going on? Let's keep reading. Anybody? Avaya, would you like to read on 75? Yeah, I mean, that's true. You're on mute?
One day, Sue and John sat by the oak tree. The sky was blue, but then it became.
She read that? She read that part where John cried?
John cried, I smell smoke. Sue, John, and Sue went to tell Dad.
Okay. So they see the smoke and they go to tell Dad just like he told them to. Let's look at 76. Keep reading, Avaya.
Okay, 76. Dad had set fire to a pile of leaves. He gave John and Sue a big smell. I am glad you ran to tell me. This fire is not a bad fire, but if you are fast, you may save a life one day.
Good. So they went and told Dad, and when they went to tell him, who actually started the fire? Dad did, but now it wasn't a bad fire, right? He was burning some leaves, so it was, not that a fire is good, but I'm saying it's not It wasn't like something set on fire. Yeah, he was controlling this fire. Okay, so did they obey?
Yes.
Yes, and because of that, Dad told them that one day they could potentially save someone's life. Okay, good. So that is our reading story, our story on today about the fire, Sue and John, and how they obeyed Dad whenever they saw fire. What to do? They did what they were supposed to do. Awesome. Okay, you can go ahead and put this book away. We'll do phonics, language, and then we're done. Well, spelling, and then we're done.
Hello. Miss Flugins,
Mm-hmm.
mosquito bites are all over me, on my legs and my feet. So can I ask my mom for like some stuff to make them stop itching because they itch?
Okay.
She said belly. And social studies. Phonics and language.
Yeah, no, I said we were going to do phonics and language. All right, let's go ahead and go over chart 8.
On the board. On the board.
All right, let me show you the chart and we'll go over it together. Phonics chart 8. Yeah,
Can I hold it?
she already asked.
Could I hold
Okay,
the
so
text?
listen.
But I don't know when he did mine.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go over our chart 8 on 3. 1, 2, 3. THR says
Sir in 3. AR says R in star. CH says ch in church. OR says or. I can't see. OU
says ow, ow, ow.
owl. OW says ow, 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 and owl. OW says ow, 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 and
O in bow. ER says
and
verse. UR says in.
nurse.
IR says
In bird.
OI says oi in.
Coin.
OY says oi in boy. OO says
Book. In book.
OO says ooh in tooth. WOR says were in words. IGH says I in night. ALL
Says all in ball.
ALK says
Up in ball.
serious right now? Okay, so let's go ahead and practice some sounds here. Let's identify. Okay, Narai, come up and circle the sounds in the first word and tell me what the word is.
Ground. Ground. Throw.
She says circle GR. And OU, what's the word? So, ground, okay? Next one, Dennis, tell me the sounds. What am I circling?
O-W.
O-W-O, and
T-H-R.
T-H-R, what's the word?
Throw.
Throw. Okay, Faith, the next one. Could you please read to yourself? S. Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
This IR says Okay, and what's the word? First. Okay, next word. Joshua, what's the sounds in this word here? Unmute. Okay, CR, what's the other sound? CH. CH, what's the word? CH. So you got the crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch. Good. Okay. Next one, Taylin. Circle the sounds. There's only one sound in this one.
Round.
O-U-L. O-U-L. O-U-L is a special sound. Circle O-U-L.
O-U-L.
Okay, what's the word?
Found.
Found. Okay, and Avaya, the last word. What are the sounds? You unmute. Unmute.
Circle A-R.
A-R-R, what's the word?
Car.
Car. Okay, so today we're learning a couple of extra sounds. So we're learning O-I, oi, O-Y, oi, O-O, O-O, These are the sounds that we're practicing today. Okay, so look at the first word, O-I, oi. Can you tell me the word?
Queen.
Coin. Next, O-Y, oi. What's the word?
Joy.
Joy. Thank you, Dennis. Next one, O-O, What's the word? Foot. Good. O-I, oi. Join. Pay attention. Next, O-Y, oi.
Roy.
Good. O-O, S-P. O-I,
Black.
Spoil. O-I, O-O,
Good.
O-O,
Good.
Hood. Okay, good. All right. Okay, now you can do a puzzle. All right, let's go over a couple of sounds. So THR says third, like in 3. Okay, this is whenever you feel an excitement. Read the words. This is whenever you feel. What is it?
Throne.
Thrill. AR says R, like in stars. This is a part of your body. Your arm. CH says like in church. Okay. This is what you can put treasure inside of. Chest. Good. OR, or like in morning. This is what Pharaoh saw in one of his dreams.
Corn.
Corn. Somebody's gonna say thank you. Corn. OU says owl, like in out. Okay, this is the shape of a ball.
Circle.
Owl.
Round.
Round. That one kind of. OW owl, like in owl. Okay, this is the opposite of up.
Down.
Down.
You said the
Yeah, I know. O-W-O, like in bow. This is the opposite of fast.
Slow.
Okay, E-R-R, like in a verse. This is when you're turning the wheel in the car, instead of going straight and you start turning the wheel, this is what it's called.
Crooked.
Word.
E-R-R, remember your word has to have the sound. U-R-R, like in nurse. Okay, this is what animals have.
Pause.
Bird.
Bird. Next one, I-R-R, like in bird. Okay, this is the opposite of last. First. Good, awesome. Okay, so you'll do your pages later today after our Zoom is over. All right, let's move on to language. You'll need a piece of paper so that you can add our new list that we're learning today on that paper. So make sure you have your paper ready. No, that paper should be on binders. The
Say
pronoun
hi,
paper.
Dennis. Hi.
Okay, make sure that you do that.
You see. Oh, here's the pronouns. Pronouns paper. Where is the pronoun? I don't see my pronoun paper. I don't see my pronoun. I don't see my pronoun paper.
It should have been in your yellow. Well, your yellow folder is not even there.
This is her yellow.
If not, just get a new loose leaf paper. We'll do it all over again.
I don't want to do it again. Me. I already have mine. No, that's not Tori. That's Brian. That's Brian.
Yours is probably in your book set.
Come on. Yeah, I have my pronouns.
To the back.
Paper, pronoun, paper. That is a pronoun paper. Oh, pronoun. Do it all over again?
No, we're adding this two.
This two. You put a 2 in the back.
Okay. All right. So today we're learning list 2. So let's go ahead and go over pronouns. So if you could tell me, unmute your screen so that I can hear that you're actually saying it. Because you're writing on the test, so I want to make sure that you actually can say it too. So what is a pronoun?
A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun.
Yes, a pronoun is a word that is used in the place of a noun. Pronouns take the place of nouns. So last week we learned list 1, which are pronouns that take the place of your name. Your name is a noun. We do not say our names when referring to ourselves. We use the pronouns. Anyone remember all 4 of them that we use? Me, my, and I. Me, my, I, me, my, mine. Those are the 4 pronouns that you use in place of your name. So today we're going to learn list 2. Now list 2 is a little different. List 2 is used for the names of people. Okay? So list 2, I'm gonna put it here, list 2. Names of people. So remember, if we say someone's name, it is a noun. A pronoun is not a noun. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. So just like we replace our name, we'll learn the same way today when it comes to names of people. So instead of saying someone's name, there are certain pronouns that we can use instead of saying their name, okay? So it wasn't, no, okay. And instead of saying their name, there are certain pronouns we use in place of their name, okay? So instead of saying Joe is washing the car, we know that Joe is the noun, right? Joe is his name. So I would take out Joe. Instead of saying Joe will wash the car, who knows what I can say instead of Joe's name? You're not Joe. You can't say I, you're not Joe.
I know. You can say me.
You're not me. You can't say I, me, my, or mine because that's not you.
I know.
You can only say I, me, my, or mine if it's you. We are not talking about us. We are talking about someone else. His name is Joe. So let's take out Joe. What can I say? He.
Bro.
He would be the pronoun. So instead of saying Joe's name, we would say he is washing the car. So let's do another one. Lily will dance on stage. So we have the girl's name, Lily. We don't want to say her name. We want to use a pronoun in place of her name. Instead of saying Lily will dance on the stage, what could I say instead of Lily? She will dance on stage. She. So these are two pronouns we use for names of people. Are you listening? So instead of saying someone's name, we would say he, she. Okay? Not done. So if I would say the backpack is for Tim. Instead of saying the backpack is for Tim, I don't want to say the noun Tim. I want to use a pronoun. So I could say the backpack is for, what would I say instead of Tim? The backpack is for, you can't say he. That doesn't make sense.
Him.
The backpack is for him. So he, she, him. So if I would say the bow is for Sarah, instead of saying the noun Sarah, I would say the bow is for, what would I say? Her. So he, she, him, her. Okay. So if I would say Tyler's shoes are on the floor, instead of saying Tyler, I could say what? His shoes are on the floor. See, once you kind of get it, it's like, oh yeah. And like I told y'all, we use a lot of these words a lot, right? We just didn't know they were pronouns. So he, she, him, her, his. One more. That dress is Monica's. That dress is Monica's. So instead of saying Monica's, I would say that dress is hers. Hers, yes. So it's like her, just with an S. Hers. Okay, so this is list 2. These are all the pronouns that you use in place of someone else's name, not your name. Your name, you can only say I, me, my, or mine. But whenever you are saying someone else's name, instead of saying the noun, their name, you can use the pronouns he, she, him, her, his, hers. These pronouns take the place of someone else's name. Remember, pronouns replace nouns. You're taking out the noun to put in a pronoun. So these are the pronouns we use instead of someone else's name. Could you go ahead and write these down? List 2, names of people. I'm not sure if everyone is focused as well.
I think so, bro. I put some birds on Do we have to put name of people?
Yes, so that you know which list it is, because on the test, I'll ask about list 2, and so you'll know, oh, list 2 is about names of people.
Do we write on the same line?
What?
Do we write on the same line?
Underneath, like how I did, like that, is good. So list 2 covers names of people. Are you writing list 2? That's right here on the board.
Names of people. This two. And this a comma. Put comma. Only if you see some. It's on the pool. I like these little comma lines. What did you write? Right, that's right down there.
No. I don't need you to explain. And let me tell you why.
Miss Elegance,
Yes?
I read it every single one.
Okay, awesome.
Me too. This was I finally finished the film.
Okay, awesome. Good.
Finally. Okay, we both have a pretty much finally.
Oh, sorry.
Miss Flugence,
Yes?
is class almost over?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Flugence, what did I do? No, she said she She wants me to do this. She then hit this.
Okay, so do we have this? All of your pronouns?
Yes.
Not yet, still working on it for list 2. Okay, put it back in your binder.
My binder. My binder. I'm the first one who did it. Somebody take coloring box. Okay, then put it in your coloring box. But it's way you have name on it. You don't have yet. Do you have yellow? It's actually mine, but I don't have yellow. I got 20. You just trying to collect it up. Ready, say, go. I never cheat that one. That's what you get. Everyone started without it. That's what she did. No, I told you that wasn't yours. No. Mine is the very top. Wait. Let me give you a hand. He said it's very easy. Mine didn't am at the very top.
Okay. All right, so this is our last thing today. You do have your spelling. I'm sorry, we have spelling. Go ahead and get out your spelling book. That's the last thing. Keep forgetting about it. Okay, spelling book, list 9. We're on page 18.
I can't find it. My spelling book. Oh, spelling.
I don't know, but you don't walk in here without knocking. Page 18. So as you can see, if you already looked at our list, we have more words this week. Yep, we're on 15 words now in your book, plus your Greek and Latin.
15 words. 16, 17. I got 17 because of the Greek and Latin.
Mm-hmm.
17 words for the Greek and Latin. 19. 12. That's 9. Now, down, south, 3, 9, Charlie. Very good one. Wow. Below. Florida. Could you give me a hard puzzle? You want to swap? Go, Florida, B. You want to swap puzzle? After you're done on that one, okay?
Okay.
I like your hair.
Thanks. This week's list covers OU, OW, and OWO. Okay, so we have 15 words in our book, and then you have 3 Greek and Latin words. So that will total 18 words. Starting next week, we'll move on to 20 words. Okay. So yeah, I told you we were eventually gonna get to 20, and we're here now. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll just go ahead and go over your list. So number 1 is the first word is round. R-O-U-N-D, round. Shout, shout. S-H-O-U-T, shout. Cloud, C-L-O-U-D. Next one, south. S-O-U-T-H, south. Cow, C-O-W, cow. Next row, now. N-O-W, now. Down, D-O-W-N, down. Brown, B-R-O-W-N, brown. Clown, C-L-O-W-N, clown. Crown, C-R-O-W-N, spell town. T-O-W-N, town. Slow. S-L-O-W, slow. Snow. S-N-O-W, snow. What? W-H-A-T, what? And was. W-A-S, was. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you your Greek and Latin here on the screen for this week. So your Greek word this week is philia. P-H-I-L-I-A, philia, and it means love. Like whenever you say Philadelphia, that means brotherly love. So that's why we have the word Philadelphia, and it means brotherly love because it comes from the Greek word philia, which means love. Next, we have two Latin words, pono. P-O-N-O, pono, and it means lay, put, place. Pono, like when you say to position something, you're putting it in a certain place. Then we have, it's really Jactum, but it's okay if you say Jactum. J-A-C-T-U-M, Jactum, and it means throw. Like if you eject something, you throw it out. Okay? All right, so these are your words this week. We have 18 words on this week, okay? This will be our last week with 18. Next week, we will have 20. Okay. All right. So that is it for us on today. We've covered all of our lessons. Make sure you complete all your workbook pages and everything. Good job on today. I will see you all on tomorrow. Goodbye.